Good evening. Welcome to Soundtracks with Birdman. It's been a day, but I did get a rather substantial eBay purchase on my doorstep. It is 57 soundtracks from one seller off eBay and another one that showed up today from someone else. I'll start with that. It's difficult for me to buy lot assortments anymore because it's like half John Williams, half Jerry Goldsmith, like third James Horner, and it's like I got all this stuff. So for me to find any large assortment that I don't already have at least half of it, it's just almost impossible. But these, I think I don't have any of this except maybe like three or four. But we'll get into them in 1 second. But first, I got an Alex North recording, Journey into Fear. Alex North. It also has North by North, music composed and conducted by Alex North. It's just an assortment of stuff, and then it's got the Journey to Fear from Alex North soundtrack on it. I really enjoyed Journey to Fear. You can find it on the YouTube if you want to give it a listen. I would recommend tracking this down. Okay, so first stack. So might take a couple seconds. First, if I knock them all over. Mark Isham of Mice and Men. This is a wonderful movie if you've not seen it. Gary Sinise and John Malkovich, starring John Steinbeck novel, of course. I think most of us Americans probably read this in high school or at least watched a movie, and it was probably this version thereof. The Crow, Jermaine Revel. I remember when I was in college in Indiana, movie night, they were showing this, and I saw like the first 15 minutes. I'm like, I don't think this is my cup of tea. So I went home. Another Jermaine Revel, Daredevil with Ben Affleck. And let's just move on. An FYC for Adaption by Carter Burwell. Very pleased to get more standard FYC. Nothing fancy, but happy with more Carter Burwell. Bruce Rowland's Journey to the Center of the Earth. Original television soundtrack. This looks like, no, it's some of her Saraband label. It looks like it's an import, but apparently it is legit. The Man Who Wasn't There, more Carter Burwell. Othello by Charlie Mole or Mole, or I don't know. I did read this at one point. My Girl Part 2. Cliff Elderman, My Girl Part 2. My girl, yeah, talking about my girl. But John's, this is probably, I don't know, probably not. It's probably like an adult type movie. I don't know. Kissing a Fool, Joseph Vittorelli. There's a bunch of her Sarabands in here for stuff I've never heard of. What's this one? Okay, Mark Isham, the Browning version. It's like a BBC production. Anyone know? Comment below. It's My Party, Basil Podoros. This is one that I actually had a copy of this previously. Extreme Measures, Danny Elfman. Another Jermaine Revel, Riddick. I think that's got some wrestling dude in it. Everyone's going to probably like flame hate me below saying he's not a wrestler. He's a, I don't know. One title that was actually been on my to buy list for the entire year, Elmer Bernstein, Mad Dogs and Glory. I hadn't gotten around to buying it that I remember. So that came in this lot. Cool. Kiss the Girls, Mark Isham. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 85 maybe % sure I have this already. Exotica, Michael Dana. I may have this, but I'm only like 15% sure. Another copy of The Crow. Triumph of the Spirit, Cliff Elderman. I know nothing about this at all. Jerry Goldsmith, Chain Reaction. This may be the only Jerry Goldsmith in this entire set. Is this one right here? This is not the expanded version that would have been like the icing the whipped cream, the cherry, and the chocolate syrup on top of the cake. That was this box, but it's just the standard. And there's no John Williams in this set. I think this is like the only Goldsmith. There's no John Williams. There's no James Horner. There's no Maurice Jarre. Weird, I know, but that's how I don't really have hardly any of this. Mark Isham, A River Runs Through It. I do have a copy of this beautiful score. I also have some LP. The LP was released in, I think, just Korea, if I remember correctly. Toy Habits was most nice enough to buy that for me, I think about a year ago. More Jerame Rebel, The Negotiator, with Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Spacey. I didn't see this movie. A Knight's Tale, Carter Burwell, with the Joker, one of the Jokers, the one who's dating the Olsen twins, the Joker who was killed by the Olsen twins. That's how internet legends, rumors get started. Man Trouble by George Delarue. I know nothing about that one. Now and Then, Cliff Elderman. I know nothing about this one either. Here's a small independent science fiction film called The Matrix. Some of you may have heard of this. I think this is the OG release of The Matrix. I know I have the big old badass expanded one that came out a little bit ago. I think it's henceforth sold out, but I did not have the old OG standard. The Adjuster, Michael Dana. I don't know what this is about. I have no idea. It's a Preservain release, so yay. Maybe, maybe not. That's like the question I ask myself before I buy any soundtrack off eBay. Have I bought this? Maybe, maybe not. Not really sure. I don't know nothing. I don't know anything about that movie. Guilty by Suspicion, blah, 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 blah. Guilty by Suspicion, James Newton Howard. I always want to think of this in my brain. I always think of this as a James Horner film score, but I get it confused with All the President's Men. I think that's the one James Horner did. I could still be confused. It's been a long day. Not been the best of days. But James Newton Howard, yay, more James Newton Howard. Okay, 2 more stacks. Until the End of the World. Who did this? This looks like a compilation of film score and songs. Jerame Rebel did the film score. Warner Brothers release. Three Kings. I think this is Carter Burwell. I think. Hamlet. This is Carter Burwell. I really did love the Hamlet with Mel Gibson and Helena Bonham Carter and Glenn Close. He's just not that into you, Cliff Elderman. This is an FYC. Cliff Elderman, music inspired by the film Picture Bride. I don't know. I don't know hardly anything about any of these films except I now have the soundtracks. One True Thing, another one by Cliff. Hello, Addison. How are you? Jean-Claude Van Damme, Hard Target, Jerame Rebel. I've never seen a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie and probably never will. Head Above Water, Christopher Young. This was one of the ones I was really most interested in. And this is a promo copy. That is shrink wrap still for some reason. Red Planet, Jerame Rebel. I think this is about Mars. I think. Now and Then. Did I have a Now and Then? Did I get 2 copies of this? Maybe I did. Strange Days. I think that was a James Cameron production. I don't think he directed it, but I think he produced it. Someone's drinking a lot of water tonight. Jeffrey. Filmed on location in San Francisco. Last Dance, Mark Isham. Says Sharon Stone's in this movie. Not the film I was thinking of. Green Card, Hans Zimmer. I do have a copy of this. Late 80s, early 90s, Hans Zimmer. So just let your imagination go there, and that's it. Broken Arrow, Hans Zimmer. I believe La La Land just did an expanded edition of this not too long ago, but I think it's sold out now. Mark Isham, Race and Stripes. I do have a copy of this. I may have 2 copies of this. Untamed Heart, Christian Slater, and some girl that's very attractive. Who is that? Who knows? Being Human, music by Michael Gibbs. Know nothing about this film, but I guess I'm human most days, so maybe I can relate. I was wrong. There's another Jerry Goldsmith in here, the OG Basic Instinct from Versera Band. I do not think I have this. I know I've got the Quartet Expanded. I don't think I've got the OG, but I do now. So, Love at Large, Mark Isham. For some reason, I think I may have a copy of that, but I'm only like 12.57% sure. Moonlit Mile. This was Mark Isham. I think. I'm probably wrong. I'm very tired. Quiz Show, Mark Isham. I may have a copy of that. Being John Malkovich, Carter Burwell. I do not have a copy of this until right now. Right now, this very second. Men of Honor, Mark Isham. I think this is like an extremely short recording. I enjoyed this film. This was a very good film. I saw it like, Dollar Afternoon or whatever that was back in the day. And I thought it was a good film. Don't remember much about the score. I don't think the film had much score. Miss Parker, Mark Isham. This has been in my eBay watch list for most of the year. Addison, baby. Addison. People need to get ready for bed. But yeah, so I got that. So I was happy with Miss Parker. SFW, I don't know a damn thing about this. It's got a yellow cover and a dude. It looks like he might be Kurt Cobain, 3 shotgun blasts to the face. Carter Burwell, Twilight. But it's kind of misleading. It's only got like one thing from Carter Burwell and the rest has got songs. Who cares about the song? I don't care at all about the songs. And then the final one from my good friend, not really, he's not really my good friend, but I did buy some stuff from him off eBay, Carter Burwell, The General's Daughter. I insist. It does have Madeline Stowe in it, so it's probably worth watching for that fact alone. I believe I counted 57. It was supposed to have been 60 according to the auction listing, but I did a complete inventory and I got everything that I bought. So I think the eBay seller miscounted. I was a little disappointed. I was like, yeah, 60. 60 is cool. But 57 is good. I really didn't have any of this. I paid like thrift store pricing. If I average it out, I didn't really get any duplicates, except maybe like 3 or 4. So yeah, that's a great eBay purchase. And I'm still kind of dumbfounded because it's hard. It's hard for me to buy any assortment of soundtracks anymore and be like, I got like 65% of those. But yeah, that's a lot. That represents about 1/10 of my entire purchases this year, right there. And now that I say that, it doesn't seem like a lot. It seems like, I should be buying more. I think the highlight for me though was this Alex North CD. I'm real happy to have this. I paid like as much for this as I did as like, I don't know, more than that. But yeah, I think next year my goal is going to be to like go back and buy older stuff that I just don't have a lot of. That and foreign stuff, like Japanese stuff, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how the year goes. Don't really know what's going to happen until it happens. But anyways, that is my massive eBay haul for today. Yeah, that's a lot of CDs. I wonder how many hours of music all that would be if I listened to it like start to finish. Probably at least 2 days. I don't know. Have any of you seen these films? Do any of you know these scores? Do you have any of these? Do you like any of these? Do you not like any of these? Let me know in the comments below. As always, adopt Film Shop. Keep listening to great film scores. And what have you bought recently off eBay or Amazon or Facebook Marketplace, whatever it's called? I don't know. I don't do Facebook. But take care, everyone, and we will see all of y'all very soon.